Cromwell has become a colossal pain in the boot.
Yes, no one was a fan of Tim Allen's original plans for the series finale of Home Improvement, where Tim the Tool Man personally assassinates the CEO of Binford Tools for canceling Tool Time. The Disney lawyers were simply not going to let that happen. And speaking of Disney, what are we even thinking with this trailer they've got for the Moana remake coming this summer? As if it weren't absurd enough that the studio has gotten desperate enough to start remaking their animated classics, which aren't even a decade old yet, we've now got in this first full trailer the reveal of Dwayne Johnson as the live-action Maui, looking not only significantly smaller than his animated counterpart, but wearing a Weird Al wig, which has been joked about by everybody, including Weird Al Yankovic himself. Dare to be stupid indeed. It's like Disney isn't even bothering with these remakes anymore, much like how they barely bothered with this live-action remake back in 1997 of the international hit French farce Little Indian, Big City, starring a Home Improvement-era Tim Allen as a ruthless Wall Street broker who is forced to play father to the son he had with his former fiancée, who has raised the boy among a native Venezuelan tribe as one of their own, and must teach his primitively minded new son the ways of modern life in urban America. If Disney's George of the Jungle had young viewers rolling in the aisles, then Disney's Jungle 2 Jungle mostly had them scratching their heads over its needlessly complicated subplots, its subpar sitcom joke setups, and a lack of parental chemistry between Tim Allen and his young shirtless co-star. But a surprising amount of chemistry with future Santa Claus 3 co-star Martin Short as his sniveling business associate, providing the funniest scream in a 1997 Disney comedy that isn't Harland Williams in Rocket Man. And with Mr. Short particularly needing some love these days after the recent tragic death of his daughter, we would like to dedicate to him this 2016 episode that I did on a 90s era Disney remake that has two huge advantages over the studio's recent slate of remakes. Having no horrific looking realistic depictions of classic Disney cartoon characters, and no comedically fake looking wigs on any embarrassed looking former wrestlers.
Shut up, bitch!
I'm Jesse Shade, and on behalf of the JoBlo YouTube network, let us welcome ourselves to the jungle for this spider-squishing episode of Awfully Good Movies. Last year, Disney made themselves a shitload of money by remaking their animated classic Cinderella into live action. So they're looking to do it again next week with Jon Favreau's eagerly awaited retelling of The Jungle Book. And thanks to the magic of motion capture, we have great actors ranging from Bill Murray to Scarlett Johansson to Christopher Walken, bringing Mowgli's beloved gang of jungle friends back to life. So to commemorate this flick, I was originally going to review Disney's other remake of The Jungle Book, Mowgli's Story. But then I actually watched it. I'm not gonna make you, the viewer, suffer through this pain like I did. Instead, I'm reviewing a more famous Disney movie about a human boy raised in the wilds of the jungle. From 1997, it's Jungle to Jungle, starring Tim Allen back when Tim the Tool Man was in the prime of his career, a hit sitcom, hit movies, and best-selling books. So it seemed perfect for him to star in this remake of the French comedy blockbuster Un Indien dans la Vie, but in America, it was called Little Indian, Big City. And it was so bad that Roger Ebert wrote in his review, "If you, under any circumstances, see this movie, I will never let you read one of my reviews ever again." Damn! And critics certainly didn't think its American remake was any better. But I remember liking this movie in the theater when I was 7. So let's see if I'll like it just as much at the age of 25. But I do have to admit, Jungle to Jungle is a stupid fucking title. Why are we using the number 2 instead of T-O? Is this a sequel? Did I miss out on Jungle 1 Jungle? 2 Jungle 2 Furious? Jungle to the Third Power? Leprechaun Back to the Jungle? Oh, okay then. Then let's proceed. So this remake moves our story from the beauty of Paris to the hustle and bustle of New York, home of hotshot commodities broker Michael Cromwell, played by Tim Allen, and his partner Richard, played by Martin Short, the Santa Claus 3 reunion we've all been waiting for. Michael's got to leave the city for a few days so as to meet up with his soon-to-be ex-wife Patricia, now living with a tribe in Venezuela, so he can divorce her and marry his new fiancée. But Pamela blindsides him with the news that she was pregnant with their baby when she left him, and has raised their now 13-year-old child among the tribal natives.
What son?
Your son. The boy sitting next to the fire over there is your son.
Yeah, you couldn't tell which one was your son, dummy. It's the white one. He's the Navin Johnson of his tribe.
I was born a poor black child.
And you know what? The last time I saw a guy reuniting with his ex-wife and love child on an island with a strange tribe, it was the Wicker Man remake! Oh, no, not the beast! Their child goes by the name Mimi Siku.
Roughly translated, it means cat piss.
And he's played by future Jimmy Olsen, Sam Huntington, who finds it hard to bond with his newfound father. And now that he's reached manhood, he wants to travel with his dad back to New York City as part of his rite of passage. And despite Michael's reluctance, he brings his son back home with him from the real jungle to the urban jungle. Hence the name, Jungle to Jungle. So as they touch back down in New York City, even though I'm pretty sure bringing a half-naked boy on a plane and into an airport would get you tackled by the TSA in a heartbeat, Mimi Siku attempts to learn the ways and customs of the American people, while Michael tries to hold back his frustration as his son's tribal antics get him into trouble at his workplace and with his fiancée. The boy does something weird, his dad yells at him to stop doing that, and this same scenario is rinsed and repeated until you throw the remote at your TV in exasperation. You see, this movie's problem is that it stretches the whole fish out of water premise you'd see in something like Crocodile Dundee beyond its breaking point. Because this kid isn't just a stranger in a strange land, there's something legit wrong with him. I should be laughing when he accidentally lets his pet tarantula loose and kills innocent people's pet goldfish and their pet birds, but I don't. It's not funny. And as much as Tim Allen tries to make it funny by flopping around like a doofus and making snide wisecracks, it doesn't fucking help anything. And can I just say that this is a Disney film that not only kills animals, but also has people's fingers getting cut off, and a dick joke,
If we get to pick our own names, I'd like to pick this man who's extremely well endowed.
as well as a vagina joke.
Nice poochie poochie.
Ah yes, this is truly the vision of Walt Disney himself, just as he envisioned it on his deathbed. Make sure you do a movie where a little kid compliments a woman on her pussy. Also, don't invite any Jews to my funeral. Ugh. The only thing saving this from being a bottom-of-the-barrel Disney farce is that it picks up somewhat in the second half, as Tim Allen and Martin Short decide to do business with a temperamental Russian mobster, played by Cogsworth from Beauty and the Beast, or Jumba from Lilo and Stitch, if you prefer. But it only picks up because it focuses less on Sucky, whatever his name is, and more on Martin Short's character, namely because Martin Short really knows how to make even the shittiest comedy have a laugh or two.
Winky, my most loyal fish. Remember how you used to always follow my finger across the glass? Now I'm gonna have to go like this.
I'm serious. Martin Short is a national treasure. Hell, I'm the one asshole who loves Clifford. He's like a Halloween Whopper. He makes crap more colorful. But he's sadly only one bright light in a film full of dim bulbs. The situations are forced, the comedy isn't funny, the way the relationship grows between Tim Allen and his son isn't believable, and other than this appearance of a hillbilly Muslim in the background of a scene, I'm not taking much away from this movie. So to the nation of France, I ask you this. Stop giving us comedies for us to remake, because we will almost always fuck them up. We'll take your wine, we'll take your baguettes, but you can keep your comedies and your Gerard Depardieu's over in your country. And take Jerry Lewis while we're at it.
Cannonball and Maven!
The only bare necessities I need are beer, whiskey, and vodka. So forget about your worries and your strife and play the awfully good drinking game. Take a shot or drink every time they mention coffee or coffee futures.
300 lots of coffee futures?
Coffee has gone crazy.
We think it was wrong to say the coffee futures.
You know, I'm confused. What exactly are coffee futures? Is that like coffee made in the future, as brewed by mecha cyborg Juan Valdez and his mule of destruction? Tim Allen makes a snide pop culture related wisecrack.
Holy kaopectate, I don't think so.
I'm stuck here with you and the village people. Look up!
It's an alien circle with Mickey Rourke's picture in it. Look at it!
You know, actually, I would personally love to see an alien circle with Mickey Rourke's picture in it. But isn't that an oxymoron? Isn't Mickey Rourke already an alien? Tim Allen shoots a dart and puts an animal or human to sleep.
Oh, no.
If I want Tim Allen to put me to sleep, I'll just watch the Shaggy Dog. And take a double shot for the 2 times you see this gay extra faint in shock and terror.
He's doing a Fay Ray!
Even great films can become even better when you insert a fainting gay extra. And just watch! And on the nudie watch, though this film features the first major role for Lily Sobieski, she's 13 years old, and this is a Disney movie. So you will not see any sweet eyes wide shut action from her here. Hey wait, Lily Sobieski was also in the Wicker Man remake! This is the Wicker Man! On the enjoyableness continuum scale from Bull to Bruce, Jungle to Jungle manages to be an even unfunnier film about jungle tribes than Cannibal Holocaust, and hunts down a Jungle to Jungle out of Jungle 10 Jungle. In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the audience sleeps tonight. A weem away. A weem away. I'm Jesse Schaefer, JoBlo.com, and you know what? After watching this movie, that Mowgli story movie doesn't look so bad now. Man, look at that monkey do the Macarena. That's one of the most beautiful things that I've ever seen.
So beautiful. So beautiful.
Thank you for clicking on our video, everybody. If you like what you saw here, please make sure you like the video and subscribe and share with your friends who like this sort of content. JoBlo was created by movie fans for movie fans, and we appreciate your support.